It's a beautiful morning, although a little chilly. It's going to be down in the 20s this weekend. So I need to figure out what to do with some of these plants, like this soursop here, and my bananas. I don't know what I'm going to do. I think I'm just going to throw towels or something over on most of them because they're pretty small. This one here, and this one here, but they're also underneath this tree line, so I'm hoping that'll help. Here's big enough. I'm probably just gonna let it go, unless I have like a large enough blanket or something. I'm sure all the leaves will get a little damaged and stuff, but the bottom of it will survive, I'm sure, and it'll come up from the root. I have a miracle berry right here that has some berries on it, but I need to move it inside. It's in a pot, so I'll bring it in. I'm not gonna leave it out here. It'll be interesting to see how the corn does here. I actually planted that corn just to see, because I'm going to plant corn over here where I've been preparing this bed and making spots, but I'm just holding off until maybe 3 or 4 more weeks when I know there's not going to be any really cold weather. But I'm interested to see if this survives and how well it does. I'm going to, I left my starfruit in these pots. That way I could bring them in, because I figured it would get cold a few times. So they're going to come in. But I think everything else out here, like the buckwheat would be okay, I think, and the lettuce and the kale. I might bring that tomato inside, or at least put it on my porch. I might cover up that pineapple with like a towel or something. But the cabbage and stuff I think will be okay. I don't know about this watermelon. I don't really care. So if it dies, it dies. If it lives, it lives. These 2 bananas, I might cover them up if I have enough. The same with the passion flower here, but I think that maybe this tree will help keep it protected. And the tomatoes on here are all green. Just gonna leave them and see what happens. I started to weed all this, and then I realized that it probably would be warmer with all the weeds there. So I'm gonna leave the weeds until after it gets cold. And I'm hoping that my potatoes are okay. I might try to cover some of them, because I really want potatoes. But they might be okay anyway, and if they die, they'd probably just be the tops. And they would just grow back from the bottom, I think. Maybe we'll see. And there's some peas here that I'm trying not to harvest because I want to collect the seeds, because I can't find them anywhere. They make this yellow potted pea, and the flowers are like a really neat purple color. You can see that there. I'm hoping to save some of those. I really hope these potatoes are okay, because they're growing really well. This, I don't know what this is, this squash. It'll probably die though. It might come back. I'm sure these mustards and everything will be okay. I'm a little worried about this squash here, but it's underneath this tree, so maybe it'll be okay, and by this like cement pad, so Same with all these bananas here, although I might cover up that little one. I have all this amaranth out here that I'm not going to do anything with. I'm just going to replant it. I have a lot of seeds for it, so I'll just start it again. The same with all the pigeon peas, like I did. I'm not going to worry about this pepper. I'm just going to let it do its thing. I will probably bring the strawberries in and put them on like my porch or something, just so they don't get damaged. That one's making a strawberry. My papaya is really small, so I'm probably just gonna put like a trash can upside down over top of it. I can tell that it looks a little from the cold last night. I don't know. Same with maybe these pumpkins. I hope they pull through. I'm a little concerned about this guava because it's so small. So I might cover it too with like a sheet or something. Try to cover this banana and maybe these pigeon peas if I can. And I have like tomatoes and some peppers and stuff here against the wall. So hopefully that'll help keep them alive. A little tomato here and these pigeon peas here. Do anything with the roses, I think they'll be okay, especially up against the house. This one rose here, this one here, makes these really weird mutated flower. The blooms keep, I don't know, they're just weird. It's getting pretty tall. This kiwi here will be okay, I think. I'm wondering if this pineapple here, since I also planted the pineapple near the house, if it'll be okay. Decided I'm just going to go ahead and bring my coffee inside though, because it's just so small. I don't want anything to happen to it. And the same with my sugar cane. I'll probably bring this jade. I've had this jade for like 20 years or so. It used to be huge. It got to the point where I couldn't move it, so that was actually just a branch that I broke off of it and cap and got rid of the rest. It's starting to get bigger again too. I think I'll bring in like my little seedlings and things here. I'm really excited about some of these. These two here are from a hibiscus plant that I had at my last place, and I saved the seeds and tried to start them, and I got those two. I think that one right there might be. I liked it and thought it looked cool, so it'd be nice to have that again. And then my peppers and stuff. I think I'll bring those in. I'm also going to start some seeds like tomatoes and some more greens and things that I want. I'll probably bring those inside, I guess, since it's cold out here, and try to start those inside. So there'll be a few more things, but that's what I'm going to be doing today, along with just burying more compost and amending the soil and stuff to get everything ready to start planting stuff in the middle of January or so. I'm trying to get as much organic matter as I can, so I'm taking eggs and breaking them and just burying them. I've buried so much weird stuff in this area that hopefully it'll turn into something here other than sand in a few years. It's a real complicated process here. And then when I go to plant the corn, I'm going to mix that in and then plant it like each one of those piles are after I like mix it in. So in like another month, I guess, probably, I'll mix all those in and then plant corn here and hopefully get some really good sweet corn growing. Would be nice. If you wonder why I use those eggs, I bought them over a month ago, and then I just quit eating a lot of things that I was eating and changed my diet a lot, and then they just sat there and sat there. I'm like, well, instead of just getting rid of them or throwing them away, I'll put them in the garden. So that's where they were used. I wouldn't probably go out intentionally buy eggs just to break and throw in here. Maybe to eat and then put the shells in or something, but yeah. Anyway, so far that's going to be my plan for when it gets cold. It'll be interesting to see what survives and what pulls through. I'll really be interested to see what happens to this corn. I'm sure the lettuce will be okay and the kale and stuff though. Started these seeds, and I'm just going to keep them in here on top of my dryer. I have 2 different types of tomato, and then I have some celery already in here growing. I'm just going to leave these in here, and then during the day when it's really sunny, put them outside and then bring them back in so they germinate and stay warm. And I'll just do that for the next couple weeks or so probably with them. I think it is time to go on an adventure. I think I'm going to go on down to the Withlacoochee. Way down yonder on the Withlacoochee. It's a little trail that starts, I don't know. We'll see. You'll see. Let's go.
Baby, I love you. Baby, 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 I love you. Baby, I love you. Baby,
Leaving seconds flat. Just tell me where you at. Everywhere you wanna go. I've been there before. That means you don't need to know. No one will ever know. No one will have to know.
baby, I love you. Baby, baby, I love you. Baby, I love you. Baby,
Give me a second chance. Just let go of the past. We've been through the high and low. See the ebb and flow. That means you don't need to know. No one will ever know. No one will have to know.
The Withlacoochee State Trail. A couple bathrooms and a thing for water. A couple bathrooms, and then they have a water fountain, and then back here they have like a thing you can hook up to fill water bottles or whatever with, I guess. I've actually never gone this way, so that'll be interesting. I've gone that way, not this way. Looks like there's a hill up here. This is Florida. Toward the middle, end of December, I guess. Look at the road, it's just a weird dirt road kind of into nothingness. Wonder if anyone lives down there. This is weird. I'm gonna go up to the top up there and see what's up there. Well, there really isn't a lot up here. So far, anyway. Although this road has some houses on it, unlike all the others. It's really pretty. There's not a cloud in the sky except for way down there. There's a cloud with these weird little pine trees. $1.79 a month. There's a dog down there looking at me. Like, what the hell? Look how pretty all the moss is. What a pretty house, all decorated for Christmas, and a really cool tree out front. The moss blowing. It's pretty. I'm down the other side. It looks like it just keeps going down more and more and more. There's another road that just turns into a nothingness. Comes down over that hill, straight to a dead end, and it just says dead end, and then the road is just ending. Okay, I'm at the trail here, and it says right behind where it dead ends, and it says truck crossing. Very interesting. That's weird. Wonder where. I guess it's probably just to service the power lines. I don't know where this goes. Like, I've never been this way before on the Withlacoochee. But I don't think this is the Withlacoochee. I think this is some type of trail that said it goes to like Denellen or wherever that's at back there, where I'm heading. No idea. So jetway up there, and some hawks. That's about it. And I think it looks like there's a Sunoco way down there. So if I can get there and it's not like on the other side of like a highway or something, I gotta go in there and get something and buy something just because it's part of the adventure. There's something between the trees over there. I can't tell what it is, but it looks like a mining site or something. It's like a bunch of, I don't think I can pick it up on the camera. It just looks like a bunch of big piles of rocks and stuff. So I don't think I can get to the gas station because there's like a field and a fence. If I really wanted to, I could jump over that fence and visit the gas station, but it's not something that I really want to do. I do want to go under the other side of this little overpass, this little tunnel that goes underneath the road here. I'm pretty amazed. There's no graffiti. That's weird, actually, that there isn't any. But I mean, I guess I am pretty far out here. And the way this looks, it looks like it's pretty new. So, I guess that is probably why. Trail over here, or I guess tunnel, I mean. Huh. wanted to know what that sign said here. Marjorie Harris, car, cross Florida Greenway, Denellen Trailhead, and the Withlacoochee Trail. Withlacoochee. Way down yonder on the Withlacoochee. It just says the same thing to Denellen and to Withlacoochee State Trail. The Withlacoochee, I think that's such a funny name. Way down yonder on the Withlacoochee. Withlacoochee. And I mean, it's not Chattahoochee, but Withlacoochee sounds kind of funny still. Like a hoochie coochie. Well, maybe there's a just parking down here, I guess. I don't know. I'll read this sign down here anyway. Just because I'm curious to what it says. Wish there wasn't so much of a glare. Anyway. Really don't want to continue too much further on that way. Got that big old tree in the woods there. Wish it was a little taller. Wish it was a baller. Oh, you see? That's a pretty cool tree. I like how they get all covered with all the moss and stuff. It's pretty out here. Oh, birds. I did see a couple cardinals and a couple of these little birds at my house. I put some bird feeders out. I saw a couple of those little yellow ones. A tiny little blue one, which I don't see on here. And a cardinal. There's a little blue one. Maybe it was that one. These turn tough to titmouse. I see woodpeckers too. Those are really pretty birds. Painted bunting. They're so pretty. I'm gonna go look further at this area. Ooh. Look at those trees, how cool they are. Go down here to this little palm, and then I'll turn around and try to head back home. I'm just really enjoying myself being outside. Just makes it seem sort of magical the way the light comes in. Okay, well, I guess it's time for me to get ready to go home.